Then the heads of the families of the Levites came to the priest Eleazar, and to Joshua son of Nun, and to the heads of the families of the tribes of the Israelites. They said to them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan, The Lord commanded through Moses that we be given towns to live in, along with their pasture lands for our livestock. So by command of the Lord, the Israelites gave to the Levites the following towns and pasture lands out of their inheritance. The lot came out for the families of the Kohathites. So those Levites who were descendants of Aaron the priest received by lot 13 towns from the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. The rest of the Kohathites received by lot 10 towns from the families of the tribes of Ephraim. From the tribe of Dan and the half-tribe of Manasseh, the Gershonites received by lot 13 towns from the families of the tribe of Issachar, from the tribe of Asher, from the tribe of Naphtali, and from the half-tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. The Merarites, according to their families, received 12 towns from the tribe of Reuben, the tribe of Gad, and the tribe of Zebulun. These towns and their pasture lands the Israelites gave by lot to the Levites, as the Lord had commanded through Moses. Out of the tribe of Judah and the tribe of Simeon they gave the following towns mentioned by name, which went to the descendants of Aaron, one of the families of the Kohathites who belonged to the Levites, since the lot fell to them first. They gave them Kiriath-Arba, Arba being the father of Anak, that is Hebron in the hill country of Judah, along with the pasture lands around it. But the fields of the town and its villages had been given to Caleb son of Jephunneh as his holding. To the descendants of Aaron the priest they gave Hebron, the city of refuge for the slayer, with its pasture lands, Libnah with its pasture lands, Jatir with its pasture lands, Ishtoma with its pasture lands, Holon with its pasture lands, Deborah with its pasture lands, Ain with its pasture lands, Judah with its pasture lands, and Beth-Shemesh with its pasture lands. 9 towns out of these 2 tribes, out of the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon with its pasture lands, Geba with its pasture lands, and Anathoth with its pasture lands, and Almon with its pasture lands. 4 towns, the towns of the descendants of Aaron. The priests were 13 in all with their pasture lands. As to the rest of the Kohathites belonging to the Kohathite families of the Levites, the towns allotted them to were out of the tribe Ephraim. To them they were given Shechem, the city of refuge for the slayer, with its pasture lands in the hill country of Ephraim, Gezer with its pasture lands, Kibsaim with its pasture lands, and Beth-Horon with its pasture lands. 4 towns out of the tribe of Dan, Eltek with its pasture lands, Gibbethon with its pasture lands, Aijalon with its pasture lands, Gath-Rimmon with its pasture lands. 4 towns out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Tanak with its pasture lands, and Gath-Rimmon with its pasture lands. 2 towns. The towns of the families of the rest of the Kohathites were 10 in all, with their pasture lands. To the Gershonites, one of the families, the Levites were given out of their half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan in Bashan with its pasture lands, the city of refuge for the slayer, and its Bishtidah with its pasture lands. 2 towns out of the tribe of Issachar, Kishion with its pasture lands, Debrath with its pasture lands, Jarmuth with its pasture lands, En-Ganim with its pasture lands. 4 towns out of the tribe of Asher, Mishal with its pasture lands, Abdon with its pasture lands, Hilkath with its pasture lands, and Rehob with its pasture lands. 4 towns out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh and Galilee with its pasture lands, the city of refuge for the slayer, Hamath-dor with its pasture lands, and Kartan with its pasture lands. 3 towns. The towns of the several families of the Gershonites were in all 13 with their pasture lands. To the rest of the Levites, the Merarite families were given out of the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam with its pasture lands, Karta with its pasture lands, Dimnah with its pasture lands, Nahalal with its pasture lands. 4 towns. Out of the tribe of the Reuben, Bezer with its pasture lands, Jazah with its pasture lands, Kedemoth with its pasture lands, and Mephath with its pasture lands. 4 towns. Out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth in Gilead with its pasture lands, the city of refuge for the slayer, Mahanaim with its pasture lands, Heshbon with its pasture lands, Jezer with its pasture lands. 4 towns in all. As for the towns of the several Medadite families, that is, the remainder of the families of the Levites, those allotted to them were 12 in all. And the towns of the Levites Within the holdings of the Israelites were all 48 towns with their pasture lands. Each of these towns had pasture lands around it, so it was all with all these towns. Thus the Lord gave to Israel all the land that he swore to their ancestors that he would give them. And having taken possession of it, they settled there, and the Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he sworn to their ancestors. Not one of all their enemies had withstood them, for the Lord had given all their enemies into their hands. Not one of all the good promises that the Lord had made to the house of Israel had failed. All came to pass.